All right, I think we're good here, guys. It's always hard to tell. Yep, here we go. Okay, team. Hi, welcome, friends. So I am very inspired today, and I wanted to come in and do a little bit of a lesson because I'm working on my sugar detox workshop that's coming up on Tuesday. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, man, this is really important information, and I feel like everybody needs to know this. So I wanted to hop in and just do like a really quick live talking about it and outlining a little bit more for you guys to hopefully inspire you to join the workshop, learn some more, take control of your health, take control of your weight, and just do amazing things. So I actually have some slides prepared. So I'm super, super nerding out right now. Hopefully you guys are all excited for this. Yay! So if you're catching me here live, please type live down below. Let me know that you're here. Let me say hello. If you're catching on the replay, type replay. And if you have any questions as I'm talking about this, please make sure that you're dropping them below, and I will absolutely try to answer them to the best of my ability. So if you don't know who I am, hopefully you do if you're on my page. I'm Tani Wachunski. I'm the owner and operator of Curvy Girl Weight Loss. And like I said, I'm going to be doing an hour-long workshop on Tuesday, November 1st, the day after Halloween, where we're going to be diving into this subject really, really, really heavily. So if you're like, I need to be in here, make sure you're dropping the word sugar below, and I'll get you that invite link so that you can get signed up and registered and get all the good stuff. So today I'm just really quickly talking to you about if the foods that you're eating might be keeping you stuck. This is super, super common. It's a common mistake women make. They don't really think about the foods that they're eating and their blood sugar levels and their hormones and all different things. So when we're talking about weight loss, there's a handful of hormones that are impacting your success and your progress. Two big ones that I talk a lot about are insulin and cortisol. You've also got leptin and ghrelin and a few more that are in there. But for now, today, we're going to be talking to you about insulin. Now, this is a fat storing hormone. So this is an important one when you're talking about any weight loss journey, which is why I talk a lot about it in my weight loss programs at Curvy Girl Weight Loss. So I want you to think about, this is like a typical American diet, a typical way that we all tend to eat. When you're eating highly processed, high sugar, simple carbohydrate types of foods, you think about like, breakfast foods, high sugar cereals, maybe it's some yogurts, granolas, energy bars, things like that. These are all things that tend to be a fairly quick burn. So every time you're doing that all day long, you wake up in the morning, you eat some high sugar, high processed food, boom, you get this big blood sugar spike. That's this amazing graph that I have here for you that I made with my finger. Then you have a drop in that blood sugar. So that's that mid-morning slump. Then you need to go get a snack. Maybe you're going to hit the vending machine down the hall or get yourself a coffee. Then boom, blood sugar goes up. Then you have that slump again. You're going to go get some lunch, maybe your afternoon snack, your afternoon coffee, and then you have dinner. So all day long, you're kind of having these high blood sugar spikes and then these lows where you're feeling crummy, you're tired, it's not a cool place to be. So what's happening inside of your body as you're going through this? This blue spiky line are your insulin levels. So when your blood sugar rises, your body gets the signal to send out the insulin that is, its job is to clear that blood sugar out, get your body to use it. So it's going to unlock the cells. Your cells are going to use it and turn it into energy. If there's too much for the cells to use at that point, it's going to get filtered over into the liver and it's going to get turned into glycogen, which again is going to be used later. If there's still too much, it's going to be turned into fat and stored in your fat cells. So this is why we say that insulin is a fat storing hormone, because its job is to clear out that blood sugar and it's going to store it as usable energy for later if it's not being used right now. So then you've got that low, which then is giving your body that signal that it's time to, get some more and up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, this is a really hard place for your body to be in all the time because it's never reaching that balance, that homeostasis that we really, really like. It's kind of always just chasing this proper level where you feel good. And so it's taxing on the body and it makes it very, very hard. And then you're constantly in this fat storing mode instead of this fat releasing mode that most of us are trying to do if you're on a weight loss journey. If you're dealing with insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, all these types of other issues as well, this is really, really important to understand. And again, why I'm going to be doing my workshop on Tuesday to dive a little bit deeper, because I always try to keep these lives short, but I have a lot more time when we're doing the workshop. So this gray line that you see here are the levels that we try to get you to, right? Inside of our programs, we're trying to teach this. Anytime you're going through your day, you should be aiming for this kind of gentle rolling hill in your blood sugar levels and in your energy levels throughout the day, so that your body is just in this beautiful state of balance and not constantly going into these highs and lows. So that's what you kind of want to be thinking about when you're thinking about the food that you're eating, the fuel that you're putting into your body, the nutrition that you're giving it. There's so many good reasons. And, you know, these added sugars that so many of us have, it's insidious, y'all. It's everywhere. It's really a big health factor, and it's something I'm very passionate about. So again, this month's workshop, if you want to join me, make sure you're dropping the word sugar below. I'll get you that link. Tuesday, November 1st, the day after Halloween, right? I did that on purpose. We're going to do it at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be recorded. So even if you can't join us live, I'll send the recording out once we're all done, but it's always more fun to do it live. I can answer questions and all that good stuff. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. And again, if you have any questions, just drop them down below and I'll make sure that I'm keeping an eye on it today so that I can get your questions answered. And if you know somebody that's struggling with some of the issues I talked about, struggling with weight loss, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high cholesterol, so many things are factored into this. And so feel free to share this video with them or share the link and get them invited into the workshop. And I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. Enjoy your Halloween. And remember, it's simple nutrition, gentle fitness, and behavior shifts. So thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.